Hello, this is Colin Dawson again, out here with another edition from Twilight Prepper. I will say there are going to be some major changes coming up here. As soon as the new president comes in, we are coming into a new FISA era. I'm planning on still trying to say we should write the government, but just as some people have, back before the last FISA area, everything needed to be submitted to the government in different forms: essay, uh, editorial, and pamphlet for the Supreme Court. And then everything had to be made pamphlet for all branches of government. Then it went to 5 paragraph essay. What is happening now in the United States government that is very interesting is that it will be considered a hate speech situation to say anything like the police suck or the president sucks, whoever he or she may be after the election. There is no longer the ability to say there is a problem in the police or anything else. And this is where this comes in at. Everything must be submitted to the United States government in CSI evidentiary form. Most of these books, the colleges will not ever tell you how to get a hold of them. You really have to go out and make friends or anything else. You cannot just walk up to a state college and be like, under Freedom of Information Act, you do have to tell me what the books are that you are using for CSI in your first 4 years, even up to masters. Therefore, I can learn as an older adult or someone not going through elementary school where they will start implementing this and know how to present things in evidentiary form with proper summations and the proper number of paragraphs. Therefore, and they do not have to provide those books for you. You can buy those books online, brand new from Amazon. Now, this is going to be one of the biggest changes in the government in a long time and will stop a lot of people from being able to go in. We do have one person who said they had all the goods on Donald Trump at his trial. And I'm pretty sure with some of the descriptions I saw him when they first implemented it in the 80s that there would be no pamphlet form. And this, I know I was very young, and if he had glasses and kind of darker curly hair and kind of would always grab his temples right before things and throw stuff around him, he went out there and actually set himself on fire because the Supreme Court would not take his documentation in pamphlet form, and it had to be 5 paragraph essay after the U.S. Marshals left the Supreme Court, and every single form, entity, and sect of the government was put underneath the power of the president. This is one of the situations out there. And there's already been rumors of fights happening in Knoxville and certain other areas with people that have something to do with German World War One. Orangish red-headed people. There's been a rumor of a shooting downtown Knoxville. Then we just really don't put things into paper unless there's like an instant get them within 48 hours and stuff like that. Therefore, it doesn't make anything out there. The two sources that I know of are, I would say, are very credible to me. And they work, let's just say, community agencies. Once anything out there underneath is no more reconstruction, the representative government does not have any dibs on things with the common good government. They can't claim anything. These other people are basically there for us to move out and move off because any member of the common good government, immigrant or original or something in between, can actually handle it. And how they handle it is they have all the resources and situations of all the branches of government. Now, in this, there has been a lot of people saying that they're walking off of their World War II stuff that I've had around, just some really loud mouths, and they're going out to the West Coast to try and start something. At least they're heading west. They may stop off in Texas and the border. That's always a hot area, or else maybe someplace else. But they're going off to make sure that World War One, being that it takes about 5 years for it to be permanent, after this situation happened approximately about a week ago. I don't know any exact dates. Things came to me later. And I know you're going to say it's all rumors and hearsay. I pretty much could go and look up 2 or 3 of the people and find them pretty easily and just be like, so, things happened. And it's in an area they want to have, let's say, the property values go down for constructing something major. I'm not saying Knoxville's not got like a little bit of a mobster situational flow to it, but it does have some stuff to it. And 2 or 3 of the other people used to super harass me with cyber stuff. They're all heading out west. And it's really interesting that they'll be heading out there. I'd honestly say if I was a gambling man, I wouldn't mind putting down my entire paycheck and maxing out my credit cards on Eureka. It's about 90% that way to this little trail that goes all the way over into Colorado. Or just somewhere and it's like there's a little ring around it. Looks like a lollipop. But at the same time, they're walking off of World War II, screaming so much they're WW1 so they can repeal whatever Trump had. They're betting on Kamala being in. And in a way, she really does have to look at that. And it's kind of interesting that we haven't had anything from Biden saying, we found another entity or thing of World War One, and it's not been totally reconstructed. And with all of that, it is kind of one of those moments. Now, if anything does come up, I am telling you, even people have mentioned out at this one friend's kind of like video game bar that, and I use friend loosely here, more of an acquaintance, that they can't believe no one's known how to turn in things via CSI just from watching the television. And it's like you basically have to have a CSI, crime scene investigator form, and fill it out properly for it to go in. And it can't be something you took from the police station or government office. So pretty much only if you are a college-educated person in that field of CSI and in the field that you would be addressing, like a dual major, the way that it's going is you will not be able to write in to your congressman or anyone else, and they're going to have to know how to put that in properly. I'm going to say there's going to be a vast amount here. Not this election, but the next 2-year election or whatever it is in the Senate. Just sweep them right out because they just will not be able to be useful for their representative people. And I know it's a lot of talk in politics, but if you can't fill it out that way, they'll be moving out a lot of people. And a lot of people are so raised on that style of 5-paragraph essay that anything over a 5-paragraph essay, you might get away with 6, but it's going to be considered a manifesto and you're going to be put on a Federalist situation. You have to tighten it way up. There could even be possibilities of this sending things in to the Library of Congress and just being like, well, it's my own personal shock jock radio. Maybe someone will syndicate it and copyright it and they'll find a good place out there. That's not going to be allowed anymore. It's really getting tightened down, and they're trying to finite, bottleneck, and specialize a lot of people in this and specialize them out and force them to seek forms of higher education. Now, just in saying this, I know that I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash. Maybe some people will throw some shade on me. I've already heard all the way from Canada. I didn't do my thing weekly, so I don't take this seriously. Just been busy with work. Had some back and neck injuries that I've been working through. And, got to keep on pushing through. Anyway, just wanted to let you know that there's one of the major things that's coming up in this new age of government on a new 35-year FISA situation. I'm still kind of surprised you don't really know about how closely it's connected to the president and things such as that. Especially the president being chosen after his 35th year. Or able to be chosen. Anyway, this is Twilight Prepper signing off. Maybe I'll have something a little bit more exculpatory. It'll even change our media and the people we generally see.